Hello, good evening. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now. This is Blueprint Explosive Exclusive and I'm Heena Gambhir. Viewers, a controversy has erupted in Tamil Nadu, this time over a gathering of devotees of Lord Murugan. Based in Tamil Nadu, Hindu Munnani was founded by Ramagopalan, a member of the RSS. And the controversy is around that, and that is the reason why it is important to mention who is organizing this event. This organization is planning to host a conference for the devotees of Lord Murugan on 22nd of June in Madurai. Now, the ruling DMK claims it is an attempt by the BJP to divide people, and the agenda is political vendetta. That's the idea. DMK says Murugan is a Tamil god. BJP doesn't care about Lord Murugan, and ruling DMK is calling this event a Sanghi event. In fact, DMK Minister Sekhar Babu termed the conference as a political conference organized by the Sanghis. Now, similar sentiment was echoed by NTK as well. NTK's coordinator Seaman says BJP is playing communal politics with Lord Murugan and it can't deceive people. Interestingly, Seaman has been invited for the conference in Madurai. Listen in to who said what in the DMK and NTK's Seaman.
Murugan is the Tamil god. So far they don't know what there is a god called Murugan. They were calling him in different names, in Sanskritized names. Subramanian. When he was the president, L. Murugan, he took a walk with having the Murugan's veil. What happened was they lost everything. Because the people know that they are cheating the people of Tamil Nadu in the name of Murugan. So Murugan is used now for their political and not for his godliness.
எங்க முருகன் இப்ப இல்லையே பல ஆயிரம் ஆண்டுகளா எங்களுக்கு இறையா இருக்காரு. அன்னைக்கெல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு கண்ணுக்கு தெரியலையா? கேக்குறது சொல்லுங்க. இந்த முருகன் நேத்தா வந்தாரா? திடீர்னு வந்தவங்க சாய்பாபாவா? இப்ப திடீர்னு பல ஆயிரம் ஆண்டுகளா எங்களுடைய இறை.
Now, viewers, the Madurai Police have denied permission for this conference, citing law and order concerns and disturbance to public, among other reasons. Hindu Munnani has approached the High Court as well. Meanwhile, BJP's allegation is that it is the ruling DMK that is trying different ways to stop this event from happening. On DMK calling it a Sanghi event, BJP said there is nothing wrong in being a Sanghi, which is definitely better than being a sympathizer of ISIS. BJP and AIADMK netas have slammed DMK's anti-Hindu mindset. Listen in.
DMK has been extremely anti-Hindu in their mindset. They cannot tolerate any functions which are being conducted by any organization which will promote Hinduism and the culture. We are proud to be Sanghis. There is nothing wrong in being Sanghis. Rather than being sympathizers of ISIS like what your government is being right now. This is not a political gimmick like what you people do. This is from the heart, from the soul. We're doing this for the God, for the Lord we believe in, and it's going to be a huge grand success and you're going to see it.
The freedom to worship is given by the Constitution, but what the DMK says and what they act as if they are the custodian and they own the copyright for devotion and worship is nothing sort of funny. At one side, it is their parent organization DK which belittle the fundamental faith of Hindu religion. This is the DNA of DMK. But when somebody else try to do it, it becomes politics. And they say it is dividing people based on religion.
Let me also tell you about what DMK parliamentarian A. Raja said when he was questioned on this entire Murugan controversy. The reporter requested for an answer in English. He responded in Tamil, and before playing out what he said, let me translate it for you. Amit Shah's Hindi speech is being translated and run in scrolls. Likewise, I should also talk in Tamil to make it to the scrolls. Listen in.
அதாவது நீங்க அமித்ஷா இந்தியில பேசினாதான் கீழே ஸ்க்ரோல் ஓடுது. அது மாதிரி நான் தமிழ்ல பேசினாதான் கீழே ஸ்க்ரோல் ஓடுது. நீ ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க, நான் சொல்லக்கூடாது.
And joining us on the broadcast this evening are my guests for a discussion on this entire political controversy that has broken out in Tamil Nadu. We have Narayan Tirupati, BJP spokesperson, Kishore Swamy, who is a political analyst, Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, who is a political analyst, and also Shyam Prasad Meka, leader of the Congress party. Good evening to all of you. Thank you for joining us here on Times Now. Narayan Tirupati, let me begin this discussion with you. The charge of the DMK really is that Lord Murugan is is being used by BJP and by this organization for political gains in the state of Tamil Nadu. How will you like to respond?
Heena, the thing is that the DMK used Lord Murugan to satisfy the minorities, particularly the Muslim community in that area. This is the problem. See, in so many centuries, Lord Murugan is being worshipped in that hill called Tirupparankunram. But some Muslim fanatic forces had hailed that that place is called Sikandar Hills because Sikandar Shah, who was murdered so many thousands of Hindus there in Madurai, was buried there because he was running away from the forces of Pandian, the king. This is the story of that hill. Now they have built one. The Muslims have built one dargah like structure there, and they have been worshipping there. Nobody has banned or nobody has stopped it. But suddenly, what has happened in this DMK rule? Suddenly, for worshipping, they are going to sacrifice goats and hens and everything there, which the Hindus objected because that hill is very sacred, more than 1,000 years the old temple, and also non-vegetarian items were being taken along the temple route. This is the problem, which we resisted. That is, the Hindus resisted. But there is a High Court, Madras High Court's ruling also that on the top of the hill, during Kartigai festival, like Diwali, what we celebrate, a light can be lit there in the evening. But the Muslims resisted that also. They said, no, you cannot come there. This is the problem in spite of the court order.
Okay.
The government in order to implement the court order, the government is refusing to cooperate with the court order and say that no, Muslims will attack you, don't go there. This is what the government says. Now you tell me, who made it communal? It is under more than 1,000 years of worshipping taking place. So we have called for this Murugan Conference because people should know you cannot do politics, communal politics. For, you say that you are secular. No. For the votes of Muslims and Christians, you are trying to abuse Hindus' faith. This is why this conference is being taken. And in spite of court orders, the government did not allow the devotees to go to the Murugan temple. So this has forced. The complete thing is that the DMK is communal, the anti-Hindu and pro-Muslim and Christians because they vote in the name of religion. This is the story.
Okay. Harish Mohammed Ibrahim, how will you like to respond? BJP is, of course, raising objections, and BJP is saying it is the DMK that is anti-Hindu and deliberately finding ways to somehow stop this conference that is supposed to happen on 22nd of June in Madurai, which is going to be a gathering of Murugan's devotees. What is the problem? Why should the government have a problem with this?
The government doesn't have any problems whatsoever when someone is preaching or professing their religious kinds. And so far it happened with a smooth ride across Tamil Nadu. Even the same Murugan, which is being celebrated without any caste, creed or religion boundaries, even by the Muslims and Christians when the Kallalahar went to his knees on the Vaigai River. Even just it has been over only 20 days back, and almost 3 to 4 lakh people are gathered in regards to caste, creed and religion. So the people of Madurai or people of Tamil Nadu is not against any religion in particular. They are against the Hindutva politics, which the BJP is famous for, which the BJP is culminating and trying to seek the votes in Tamil Nadu, which will never ever happen in the soil of Periyar or even for that matter in the Dravidian politics, which has been concerned. And number 3, if the same thing has to go with the court order, the same route has been used by the Christians, by the Muslims, by the Hindus for doing all their preaching in the Tirupparankunram. And when Mr. Amit Shah came to Tamil Nadu, he was categorically stating that the Tirupparankunram was 1,000 years old, which he doesn't know the history. The dating of carbon dating, which is found in Kiladi, which is dating across 2,500 years back, 2,500 to 3,000 years. So without even knowing the right history, that he is making sure that Tirupparankunram originated from the Sanskrit time and so on. So we want to make sure to reiterate the history to all the BJP fellows out there that whatever the communal politics or the regional religious politics, you are trying to do it in North India, where you have galvanized some
So
votes.
you are
trying
accepting
to
that deliberately attempts are being made by the ruling government, as being claimed by the BJP, to not allow this event from happening? You're at least acknowledging it?
No, that is not the case, because the Thiruparamkundram temple, along with the Sikandar mosque and another temple, was there for almost 1,000 and 2,000 old years.
I'm talking
And
about
all
the event
people,
specifically that is supposed to happen on 22nd of June in Madurai.
That is what, because the Thiruparamkundram issue was rigged up only by the BJP to divide and rule. The first issue, the first instance of making it as a communal issue was started by the BJP. The people down the mountain of Thiruparamkundram doesn't have any issues whatsoever.
You still didn't answer my question. Let me go across to Kishore Swami now. What do you make of what Mr. Harish Mohammed Ibrahim has said? Do you think, is this the reason why, as being claimed by the BJP, deliberate attempts are being made to ensure this event does not happen? There are political reasons.
Harish Mohammed Ibrahim, with due respects to him, he has to answer to us. What was the government doing last year when they came out with that, or this year I should rather say, when they came out with the Murugan Conference in Palani? It is okay for the government to conduct a conference. If you are going to consider yourself to be secular, what were you doing conducting a Murugan Conference in Palani? And you were calling the very same people whom you today were dubbed as the Hindutwas and Sanghis or whatnot. Your minister was hobnobbing with them. Is that okay? If that is okay, then this should also be okay. What is your problem? If the same conference happens with the blessings of the state government for purely electoral purposes in Palani, it is wrong that it happens in Madurai or what? I don't understand this. Why this double stand? Why this hypocrisy?
Mr.
Now
Harish,
let me remind Mr. Harish that please, your leader, late Karunanidhi, himself had politicized the Tiruchendur Murugan issue. He went on an 18-day Padayatra. Let us not forget that. When an issue came up about one of the endowment board trustees or one of the endowment board officers being suspiciously, he was found dead in the quarters, he made an 18-day Padayatra. Was he trying to be communal then? So don't try to tell us what is communal and what is not. I will tell you what is communal. People holding constitutional posts, coming out and speaking against Sanatana Dharma, speaking against somebody's faith, abusing it, that is wrong. That should be, really, those people should be made accountable. And I tell you, the DMK has always gotten into problems with this. Why else will Udayanidhi, who is their crown prince, why is he running from court to court, giving affidavits that he won't make those statements in future? I dare him.
okay.
When elections come, you people remember Murugan. When elections come, somebody else should not remember him or what?
Shyam Prasad Meka, before I get Mr. Harish Mohammed Ibrahim to respond to the point that Mr. Kishore Swami has made, the point of double standard that he has raised right now, how do you see this entire controversy? Who's really playing politics? Isn't it a valid question that if government of Tamil Nadu wants to host a conference of the devotees, it's absolutely fine, but if there is a body, a different body that wants to host an event to bring the Murugan devotees together in Madurai, attempts are being made to give it a political spin, a religious spin, and also this is being seen as a Sanghi event. Isn't it double standard?
No, first of all, everybody has their religious freedom. They can practice, propagate their religion, okay? Clear. Now, as you said, and our friend before me, the political analyst was saying, when the state government itself conducted the same event in Palani, then how can you accuse the state government of being anti-Hindu now? No, right? So, okay, that goes out of the window. Now, the question is, we know the intent with which the religion is being used by BJP across the country, across Tamil Nadu, across South India. Wherever they want to push forward, they will weaponize the religion. They will weaponize our gods. They will weaponize our culture. That's what they do.
Okay.
That is why everybody is scared. When these organizations try to take our gods, we know these gods are going to be weaponized.
Okay, Mr. Narayan Tirupati, will you like to respond? Two specific points Mr. Shyam Prasad Meka raised. One, he's saying that you can't really call DMK government in Tamil Nadu anti-Hindu because it itself, organized an event for Lord Murugan's devotees. And second, they say that the intention of this organization that plans to host this event is wrong. The intention of the BJP is incorrect, and that's the reason why perhaps in anticipation event is not being allowed.
See, first of all, the government, the HRNC department have no locus standi, no right to hoist this kind of festivals or conference because HRNC activities are illegal as per the court's directions. The HRNC, which was formed for supervising the temples, now they have taken the control of temples. Who are they? Who is the government to organize this? So will my friend will keep quiet. Harish Ibrahim will be okay if the government itself celebrates Bagrid. They will not celebrate Bagrid. If government itself celebrate Ramzan, then they will not go to any mosque and do prayers. What is this? It is my rights. It is our right. And again, I'm telling
you. Is it a valid point, Mr. Harish Mohammed Ibrahim?
Yeah, whatever, Mr. With due respect to Narayanan sir, what we are professing is anyone has the right to profess and propagate any kind of religion, or even they don't have any follow particular religion, they have entitled to do that. That is what the stand of Dravidian model government. And number two, as Mr. Kishore K. Swami was saying that the government doesn't have any business to do or any Kumbhanishan. You know one thing, Tamil Nadu is a state with almost 80,000 plus temples in Tamil Nadu state, and almost 3,000 plus temples have been done Kumbhabhishekam in the same Dravidian model government. So the government is not against any particular religion for whatsoever. What the BJP is trying to do is pure Hindutva politics to make sure to divide and rule, which they will succeeded in North India.
Okay, Narayan Tirupati wants to rebut. Narayan Tirupati wants to rebut. Okay.
With the due respect to Harish Ibrahim, please understand, the HRNC or the government has got no business to interfere in the temples. This Kumbhabhishekam or whatever it is, they have been done only by the temples concerned and not by the government. They have not, the temples are giving money to the government, to the HRNC board. The government is not giving even 1 rupee to temples as they give it to mosques or churches. They have got funds for that. Please understand. Don't see, you don't know. That is why I'm telling you, Harish. It is not the HRNC board which runs the temples. The temples are giving money to the government for paying salary to HRNC just to supervise. Illegally, the HRNC is occupying the temples. That is the issue in Tamil Nadu. I am asking you, will you allow the mosques to be controlled by the government? Will the Christians allow churches to be controlled by the government? No. Why they are trying to control this? This is illegal. That is what the court also says, not me.
Okay, Harish Ibrahim, yes.
I'm purely how ignorant Mr. Narayanan sir was. HRNC is being controlled by the state officials, which has been audited by the Control and Audit General. If you have any problem, the same HRNC was doing with
but coming to the point here, we're discussing. Okay, quickly finish your point because we're moving away from what we were supposed to discuss.
No.
Quickly finish your point.
No, it needs a rebuttal. Mr. Narayanan sir, if you have any problem with the HRNC for controlling all the temples or properties, the same kind of control has been done by the vigilance and anti-corruption with the DVAC monitoring along with the work board as well. Even the Christian missionaries have been controlled with the CAG audits whenever it is necessary. The same thing happens with the HRNC.
Kishore Swami also wants to come in. Harish, you made your point. Kishore Swami wants to come in. Yes, Kishore Swami.
I would like to ask our good friend Harish. He must be aware, about 10 days ago, a DMK MP, Inigo Idayaraj, who is also a pastor, comes out and says a Christian conference is held. Where in that Christian conference he claims that all our Christians, we were organized and we went and voted en masse to DMK. And we have not been treated properly. Now tell me, is that not communal? Your own MLA goes on record saying...
That's the point here, Mr. Shyam Prasad Meka. Who is injecting communal angle to this? if an organization wants to hold a conference of devotees of Lord Murugan, why, preempt and say that the idea is to divide people, the intention is to use Lord Murugan only for political gains? Isn't the state government's responsibility to ensure that law and order is maintained? Because in this case, the concerns that are being raised are about law and order.
Yeah, state government's job is to make sure law and order is intact, right? So that's what the state government's job is. As far as organizing events is concerned, Heena, come on. The people of this country, whatever eloquent arguments we might put forward, people of this country clearly know who does the weaponization of religion.
Then allow the people only to decide, right? If you think that there is a hidden agenda that you spoke about initially, then allow the people to make their own decision. People should be allowed to make their own choices. Why is the government stopping? If you are saying that, people on the ground can see what is, the agenda here behind this particular conference, those who agree with you, they will not go and take part in it. Elections are due in the next few months. Of course, people will respond, but why stop a conference and give it communal color is my simple question to you, Mr. Meka.
So government cannot sit back and watch when law and order is threatened, right? And government cannot sit back and watch in the name of religion if somebody is trying to organize for a political movement.
You still didn't give me a direct answer. Narayan Tirupati, I want to give you the last word.
Yesterday, a minister of Tamil Nadu cabinet, Mr. Manoj Sangara, says that people should avoid going to temple festivals because a lot of people die there. Because after this Bangalore episode, he says to temple festivals nobody should go. He is a Christian and he goes to churches. I am asking him, are you dare enough to say that people should not go to churches? Will the minister say, this is how the DMK is communal? We are saying that. It is the DMK government which has instigated this communal tension in Madurai.
All right, so that's the charge of the BJP. We'll have to see what happens next in this case. For now, I'm completely out of time. Thank you very much, Mr. Narayan Tirupati, Mr. Kishore Swami, Mr. Harish Mohammad Ibrahim and Mr. Shyam Prasad Meka. Appreciate all for joining us here on Blueprint Explosive Exclusive. Heading into a short break. Stay with us.